It's Jaden with SteamyKitchen.com. We're making beef satay with habanero peanut sauce. Hands down the very best beef satay I have ever had. The beef I used, flank steak, is marinated in onion, garlic, ginger, red chili paste, soy sauce, sesame oil, and then grilled over an open flame. And the habanero peanut sauce has just enough heat, incredibly savory, full of flavor, and it's a recipe you will love as well. And believe it or not, this Asian-inspired recipe is from a cookbook called Flavors of Belize. Formerly British Honduras, Belize is truly a melting pot of diverse cultures and tastes. We've got Mayan, Mestizo, Creole, East Indian, Chinese, Lebanese, Mennonite, Caribbean, and British, which all are represented in this cookbook. Start by making the marinade. Instead of using a food processor, I'm gonna pound it. I'm adding onion, garlic, and ginger, then cilantro, and I'm gonna add a touch of the sugar that's called for in the recipe so that I have a little bit of friction in the mortar. I'm a big fan of the mortar and pestle, and it's easier to clean than the food processor, and I think it releases so much more flavors. I'm gonna add a touch of the sesame oil and continue pounding, and then pour everything into a resealable bag, adding the rest of the ingredients like soy sauce, half a lime, chili paste. Of course, add as much chili paste as you want. Now give it a good stir to just mix everything together. And now let's work on the flank steak. Flank can be very fibrous and very tough if you don't know how to cut it correctly, so follow my directions here. Take a look at the steak. You can see that the fibers run from left to right. We're going to cut across the fibers to cut across the toughness and the stringiness of the steak. You cut across the fibers, you'll see that the steak is very tender. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go at a diagonal and slice through the steaks across the fibers. You can see that you don't really see the long fibers anymore. Add all the steak to the marinade and massage it a bit to let the marinade coat the steak. You can marinate this for 10 minutes or up to overnight. Okay, now time for the habanero peanut sauce. These are habanero peppers, and protect your hands because these are incredibly hot. I just put my hands in a plastic bag. It's really hard to wash that pepper oil from your hands, so I just like to protect my hands. Watch how I'm cutting the peppers. I'm actually going through all sides and I'm rotating the pepper, and I'm avoiding basically the seeds, which is the hottest part of the pepper. Now, if you love the heat, feel free to use the whole thing. Recipe only calls for a 1/4 teaspoon of minced pepper, and I found that the 1/4 teaspoon was perfect amount even for kids, but if you, like I said, if you enjoy the heat, you can add more. You have to start with hot water so it kind of melts the peanut butter so you can whisk it into a thinner sauce. What you're going to do is add garlic, soy sauce, cumin, curry powder, habanero pepper, and the juice of half a lime. Whisk it all together really well. If you're using bamboo skewers, make sure you soak them in water so they don't burn on the grill. Thread each beef strip just like this back and forth a few times, and make sure you spread the beef out so that it will cook evenly, just like this. So that it lays flat on the grill. If you don't do that and you leave the beef kind of all scrunched up, it won't cook evenly. Throw them on the grill a few minutes each side and serve with the peanut sauce. The full recipe, or if you have any questions at all, head over to steamykitchen.com/110. If you're interested in a book tour of Flavors of Belize, highlighting my favorite parts of this book, click on this link. It's Jaden from Steamy Kitchen, and I hope you're enjoying these cooking videos. I've been having a lot of fun shooting these videos. It does take a lot of time. I'm still pretty new to YouTube, but I would appreciate if you love my cooking videos to please subscribe right here. Oh, no, over here. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Talk to you later.